Welcome to SVG-TV News for Wednesday, July 18th, 2018. I am Rochelle Baptiste with the details. As the international community celebrates the 100th birthday of the deceased icon, Nelson Mandela, this country's Minister of Health, Wellness and the Environment, Luke Brown, has called on Vincentians to emulate Mandela and become active citizens. Minister Brown was delivering a lecture at French's House on Tuesday evening under the theme Renewing the Mandela Legacy and Promoting Active Citizenship in a Changing World, hosted as part of activities being held this week in celebration of the 100th birthday of the first democratically elected Black South Africa president. Minister Brown told the audience that the best way for Vincentians to honor President Mandela's legacy is to make a conscious effort to become active citizens by making their contribution to change the course of history.
Active citizenship today might be different from active citizenship of yesterday. Today, we do not have to fight against racial discrimination in the same kind of overt manner as Mandela did, but there may be a cause in which we should be prepared to immerse ourselves and make the ultimate sacrifice. This is what President Barack Obama was getting at in the speech he made at Mandela's memorial, when he said that the struggles that follow the victory of formal equality or universal franchise may not be as filled with drama and moral clarity as those that came before, but they are no less important.
Minister Brown said persons must consider what they need to do individually in order to become active citizens so that the world will also celebrate their centenary.
Citizens must carry out advocacy on global issues, including on matters like climate change and its impact on small island developing states and other existential issues. The active citizen must fight for just causes, however they are defined, even if they are not cast in terms of black and white. The active citizen must move outside his or her comfort zone and be prepared to make personal sacrifices of time, resources, energy, and liberty. Let Nelson Mandela stir something in us. Let his shining example make us better human beings. Let us be inspired to be the best that we can be as active and responsible citizens. Nelson Mandela did his job, and we must do our own whatever the cost.
The health minister said active citizenship need not be complicated, noting that there are many ways to become an active citizen.
We could be active citizens by getting involved in civic or political organizations and participating in advocacy. We could be active citizens by taking up positions in government or assuming positions of leadership. What would be your contribution to our development and advancement in the spirit of Mandela? What are you going to make of your life? Are you prepared, like Nelson Mandela, to make the personal sacrifices necessary in order to achieve your goals? We must at all times strive to be characterized by moral integrity and, like Mandela, to practice unifying leadership. There are three qualities which were second nature to Nelson Mandela as a political leader: self-discipline, perseverance, and dedication. I commend these virtues to you as indispensable or inalienable attributes for anyone in authority. We must show drive, ambition.
Mandela Day, July 18th, the birthday of the late Nelson Mandela, is an international day declared by the United Nations some 5 years ago. The South Africa government declared 2018 as the year of Nelson Mandela. And a number of government workers heeded the call by the Mandela Celebration Organizing Committee here to don African garb at work today. The staff at the Ministry of Education showed off their dress to SVG-TV News. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Maureen Williams, said they were happy to be a part of the celebration for Mandela's 100th birthday.
This is our way of saying that we recognize the contribution of this great leader, and we want to help to get that message across. And one of those messages that we want to emphasize is the whole question of approaching things from a non-violent perspective. And so we just want to applaud the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for this initiative, and we are happy to be a part of it.
And the South Leeward Highway will be officially renamed the Nelson Mandela Highway in honor of the late former South Africa president. This will be at a ceremony to take place tomorrow at the Chauncey bus stop starting at 2 p.m. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and Minister of Transport and Works Julian Francis are among officials listed to make addresses at the ceremony. Being challenged to provide the support their children need to take them through their educational journey. Senior Education Officer K. Martin Jack issued a challenge as she spoke at the 16th Annual Gekko Scholarship Awards ceremony today at the Methodist Church Hall. Gekko handed out some 13 scholarships to students who were successful in the CPEA examination, as well as 3 bursaries to students to help with their university education costs. Jack reminded parents that their input is a defining factor in the academic success of their children.
It does not end at CPEA. There are further 5 years, 7 years to go. Please, parents and guardians, you are duly deserving of praise, and we hope that this scholarship will help to make your load a little lighter and be as an incentive for other siblings to follow.
The Senior Education Officer told the recipients that the scholarships are an investment in their future by the members of Gekko, and encouraged them to continue to strive for excellence.
Your success is the Ministry of Education and Gekko's success. Your individual victories are our country's triumphs. Give of your best. While your studies should be your priority now, there will be opportunities to volunteer your time and skills to help those who may be facing difficulties in your community, your school, and in your neighborhood. And I'm making a plug now, parents, for them to be involved in Girl Guides, Scouts, Cadets, and all of those other groups. You will definitely be enriched from the experience.
Chairperson of the Scholarship Committee, Dr. Minerva Glasgow, said Gekko is pleased to play its part in developing the youth, adding that many past scholarship recipients are currently employed with the credit union. Glasgow used the story of 2 frogs in a pot of milk to encourage the students to persevere through any adversity to achieve success.
If you, like that tiny frog, must ensure that you make the right choices. Keep persevering, for when all is said and done, you must be the author and master of your own destiny. The competition is rife, so the onus is on you to capitalize on the foundation that Gekko has laid for you by offering your scholarship to a secondary school of your choice. Congratulations again. God bless you, and I thank you.
Leroy James, the first Vice President of the Public Service Union, is encouraging students to grasp all opportunities to achieve academic success. James was speaking at the Public Service Union Scholarship Award ceremony today, where children who were successful in this year's CPA examination and whose parents are members of the union receive scholarships to assist with their secondary school education. James said while the union is experiencing many challenges, it felt it necessary to show its appreciation to its members by assisting their children.
As I say, you are the fortunate five, so be grateful and use the opportunity that is afforded to you. It is our wish that all the awardees do well. And we also wish that we could have also given scholarships to everyone who had applied, but because of our limited resources, that cannot be. However, for those who were unsuccessful in gaining a scholarship, a bursary will be given.
Ria John, a past PSU scholarship recipient, said the scholarship provides the opportunity for students to chart their own way in life, and she gave some advice to today's recipients.
Colleges and employers are looking at applicants' online performance, so be careful what you share. Scammers, predators are watching you too. Stay safe and keep personal information private. 8. Think about your future. You may not be ready to grow up, but it's a good idea to keep your future in mind. If you want to go to college, make sure you take the right classes. Learning a second language can give you a leg up when it comes to applying for a job. Don't regret about volunteering work. It shows people that you care and others that you're willing to try hard. 9. Have fun. The high school years will fly by. Be intentional about making memories and having fun. Be the person who cheers the team, ask someone to dance and have fun with your friends. And 10. Always put God first. I thank you.
Some of the parents who were on hand at today's ceremony expressed gratitude to the PSU.
I joined the Public Service Union, I think, 1990. So it is 28 years since I am in. On behalf of myself and my daughter and my wife, I thank the Public Service Union for providing this opportunity for success in my daughter's future. All the best.
Thank the Public Service Union for some time now, since in the early 1990s. I want to thank Almighty God for using the Public Service Union to bless my daughter at this time. I greatly appreciate the assistance.
Thank you
very much.
Well, honestly, I wasn't expecting it, but God is good, so I'm grateful. It's going to help me a lot because I have other children to go to school as well, so I'm grateful for it. So thank you very much. On behalf of my mother and master as well. All right.
Because I had forgotten all about the scholarship until the Monday I was coming in town when Miss William called. I was so excited. I even tried to make a wrong turn going over the road. I had to come back down. So it was all excited. Thanks much. Much appreciated.
The top brass of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has identified the need for more collaboration between the communities and the police to control prettier larceny. Commissioner of Police Colin John told SVG-TV News yesterday that the police take a proactive approach in dealing with crime, and prettier larceny is no exception. Commissioner John said it is a difficult task, but with citizens' involvement, the police stand a better chance of bringing perpetrators to justice.
From time to time, we'd have police officers patrolling the area. We'd have police officers stopping, conducting random search, especially on the days, for the market days, quote unquote, to stop vehicles, searching for produce and asking persons to present their farmer's ID. And well, we have seen some successes in that area, in areas like Vermont, areas like Leyu, Connery. So we are quite proactive in that area, but we solicit the assistance of the public to identify persons who may not necessarily be legitimate farmers, so that we can really better police this offense of predial larceny.
Commissioner John added that while there has been a reduction in the number of rural constables, some successes have been achieved. He said information such as the makeup of animals is critical information in solving cases of predial larceny.
Yes, you get the information from the community, and let's say we receive information that some things are stolen, we'll challenge the person and ask them, well, okay, where did you get this from, and can you identify any cases where items can be identified, or let's say an animal can be identified? You can ask them how you came by it and possibly trace the genealogy of this animal. If you say, well, okay, they got it from a kid, where is the mother, and those kinds of questions.
And it will be similar, not exactly same for produce and
yeah, the only thing with that, it might be more difficult because in terms of identification mark, there will be really little or no identification marks as regard those produce.
Meanwhile, Inspector Henry Providence of the Traffic Branch said they are looking forward to the introduction of tools which will improve the capabilities of that unit. Inspector Providence told SVG-TV News that the Traffic Branch is concerned about the consumption of alcohol by drivers, and tools such as the breathalyzer and the speed gun will assist in bringing offenders to justice. Providence added that these tools will be shared with different branches of the police force.
And we are looking forward, as I said, for the introduction of the breathalyzers. We're also looking forward for the introduction of speed guns that will assist the traffic officers, and not just the traffic officers, but we're also looking to incorporate the other police officers throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to ensure that they have the necessary training and they can also use the breathalyzers and the speed gun, because it is difficult for traffic department to police the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's really a difficult task, and that's why we are really hoping to have the other police officers in the out district to come on board as well. So we are hoping that when these breathalyzers and the speed guns do come on stream, that they also will be part of the training, receive the necessary training and also the necessary apparatus to ensure that not just Kingston and its suburbs are safe, but the entire St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a safe one, because we cannot wait until something happens. We are a proactive department, and we have to go out there and ensure that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a safe place for all of us.